Chapter 1. The Mirror Moment. Have you ever looked in the mirror and not recognized the person staring back? Picture this. You're standing in front of the mirror. Your hair's a mess. Your eyes are tired. You've got a big day ahead, but your heart is heavy. You whisper to yourself, I don't think I can do this. That was me years ago. Before a major presentation. Before a life-changing opportunity. Before I understood what confidence really is. We think confidence is loud. We think it's charisma. We think it's walking into a room and owning it. But what if I told you confidence is quiet? It's built in the dark. It's forged in the moments no one sees. Confidence is something you're born with. It's something you build, brick by brick, choice by choice, day by day. In this talk, we're going to break down the myths. We'll explore how confidence is created, not inherited. We'll dive into stories of people who went from self-doubt to self-belief. We'll uncover the habits, the mindset, and the emotional tools that build unstoppable confidence. So if you've ever felt small, if you've ever held back, if you've ever wondered, do I have what it takes? This is for you. In Chapter 2, we'll meet a woman who couldn't speak in public and became one of the most powerful voices of our time. Ready to be inspired? Let's go. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to the channel to watch new videos every day. Chapter 2, From Silence to Strength. The Rise of a Reluctant Voice. Have you ever felt your throat tighten just before you had to speak? Let's talk about fear. Not the kind that screams. I mean the quiet kind. The kind that sits in your chest when you're about to raise your hand. The kind that whispers, don't embarrass yourself. That was Maya Angelou. Before she became a world-renowned poet, author, and speaker, she was silent, literally. At age 8, Maya stopped speaking. For 5 years, she believed her voice had caused harm. She buried it deep inside, but inside that silence, something was growing. She read, she listened, she observed the world with intensity. And slowly she began to write poems, thoughts, truths. Her voice returned. Not with noise, but with power. Have you ever felt like your voice didn't matter? Here's the truth. Confidence isn't about volume. It's about conviction. It's not about being the loudest in the room. It's about knowing your voice belongs in it. Maya Angelou went on to speak at presidential inaugurations. She wrote words that moved nations. She became a symbol of grace, courage, and truth, not because she was fearless, but because she chose to speak anyway. Confidence is not the absence of fear. It's the decision to act in spite of it. Think about your own life. Have you ever stayed silent when you had something to say? Held back when you wanted to step forward? Confidence begins with one choice: to show up, to speak, to stand, even if your voice shakes. So the next time fear grips your throat, ask yourself, what if my words could change someone's world? Because your voice matters. And the world needs it. In Chapter 3, we'll explore how confidence is built through action, and why doing the hard thing is the fastest way to believe in yourself. Ready to take the leap? Let's go. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to the channel to watch new videos every day. Chapter 3. Confidence is built, not found. The power of doing the hard thing. Have you ever waited to feel confident and watched the moment pass you by? Let's talk about action, not planning, not visualizing. I mean, the messy, uncomfortable, sweaty kind of action. Because here's the truth. Confidence doesn't come before action. It comes after. Let me tell you about Liam. Liam was terrified of networking. He'd walk into events, grab a drink, and hide in the corner. He told himself, I'm just not confident enough to talk to people. Until one day his mentor said, confidence isn't something you wait for. It's something you earn. So Liam made a rule. At every event, he had to introduce himself to 3 people. No exceptions, no excuses. The first time, awkward. The second time, still awkward. The 10th time, he was leading conversations. Have you ever avoided something hard? Thinking you weren't ready. Here's the truth. You'll never feel ready, but you can act anyway. Confidence is built through repetition, through discomfort, through showing up when it's easier to stay home. Think about public speakers. They weren't born fearless. They practiced. They bombed. They got better. Think about athletes. They didn't start confident. They trained. They failed. They grew. Confidence is a muscle, and action is the workout. So the next time you hesitate, ask yourself, what would a confident version of me do right now? Then do that thing, even if your voice shakes, even if your hands tremble, even if your heart races, because every time you act, you cast a vote for your future self, and eventually that self becomes real. In Chapter 4, we'll explore how self-talk shapes confidence and why the words you whisper to yourself matter more than anything others say. Ready to rewrite your inner dialogue? Let's go! Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to the channel to watch new videos every day. Chapter 4, The Voice Inside, Rewriting Your Inner Dialogue. Have you ever said something to yourself that you'd never say to someone you love? Let's talk about self-talk. Not the motivational quotes, not the affirmations taped to your mirror. I mean the raw, unfiltered voice inside your head. Because here's the truth, you are always listening to yourself. And the words you use shape your world. Let me tell you about Chloe. Chloe was a talented graphic designer, but every time she submitted her work, she'd whisper, "It's probably not good enough. They'll find someone better. I'm just lucky to be here." She didn't realize it, but she was eroding her own confidence. Not with failure, with language, until one day, her coach asked, "Would you speak to your best friend the way you speak to yourself?" That question changed everything. Chloe began tracking her thoughts. Every time she caught a negative one, she rewrote it. "I'm lucky to be here" became "I earned this." "They'll find someone better" became "I bring something unique." "It's not good enough" became "is evolving, and that's okay." And slowly, her confidence grew, not because the world changed, but because her words did. Have you ever criticized yourself more harshly than anyone else ever could? Here's the truth. Your inner voice is your most powerful influence. It can lift you or limit you. Think about Muhammad Ali. He didn't just fight in the ring. He fought with words. "I'm the greatest." He said it before anyone believed it. And eventually they did, because he did. Think about Oprah. She speaks openly about rewriting her inner narrative from "I'm not enough" to "I am worthy." Confidence begins with language, and discipline begins with awareness. So the next time you hear that inner critic, pause. Ask yourself, would I say this to someone I love? Then choose a better sentence, a kinder one, a truer one. Because the story you tell yourself becomes the life you live. In Chapter 5, we'll explore how body language shapes confidence and why how you move can change how you feel. Ready to stand tall from the inside out? Let's go. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to the channel to watch new videos every day. Chapter 5, Move Like You Mean It. How body language builds confidence. What if I told you that standing tall could change how you feel inside? Let's talk about posture, not just for your spine. I mean the way you carry yourself, the way you walk into a room, the way you take up space. Because here's the truth, your body speaks before you do. And it's telling a story about how you see yourself. Let me tell you about Arjun. Arjun was brilliant, top of his class, but in meetings he'd shrink, he'd hunch his shoulder, avoid eye contact, speak softly. People overlooked him, not because he lacked ideas, but because he lacked presence. Until one day his coach said, "If you want people to believe in you, show them you believe in yourself." So Arjun began practicing power poses. Shoulders back, chin up, feet grounded, eye contact steady. At first, it felt fake, but something strange happened. He started feeling different, more assertive, more alive, and others noticed. Have you ever felt invisible just because of how you entered a room? Here's the science. Your body language doesn't just reflect confidence, it creates it. Studies show that standing in a power pose for just 2 minutes can increase testosterone and decrease cortisol. Translation, you feel stronger, you feel calmer. Think about Amy Cuddy's famous TED Talk. She said, "Don't fake it till you make it. Fake it till you become it." Think about performers. They warm up their bodies, not just their voices, because movement activates mindset. Confidence is physical. It's in your breath, your stance, your gestures. So the next time you feel nervous, don't just pep talk yourself. Move, stretch, stand tall, smile. Because your body is listening, and when you move like you mean it, your mind follows. In Chapter 6, we'll explore how confidence grows through failure, and why falling down is often the first step to standing tall. Ready to embrace the stumble, Let's go. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to the channel to watch new videos every day. Chapter 6. Confidence through failure. Falling forward. Have you ever failed so hard you questioned your worth? Let's talk about failure. Not the kind you can laugh off. I mean the kind that knocks the wind out of you. The kind that makes you want to disappear. The kind that whispers you're not good enough. But here's the truth. Failure isn't the opposite of confidence. It's the foundation of it. Let me tell you about Daniel. Daniel was a startup founder. He raised money, built a team, launched a product, and within a year, everything collapsed. Investors pulled out, customers left, his team quit. He was devastated, ashamed, lost. He stopped going out, stopped answering calls, stopped believing himself. Until one day he read a quote, "Confidence is not built by winning, it's built by surviving." So Daniel made a choice. He started journaling his lessons. He reached out to mentors. He launched again, smaller, wiser, stronger, and this time he succeeded, not because he avoided failure, but because he learned from it. Have you ever let failure define you? Here's the truth. Confidence isn't about being perfect. It's about being resilient. It's saying, I fell, I hurt, I learn, I rise. Think about Michael Jordan, cut from his high school basketball team. He said, I failed over and over and over again in my life. And that is why I succeed. Think about Lady Gaga, dropped by her first label, told she'd never make it. She didn't just prove them wrong, she redefined pop culture. Confidence is forged in fire, and failure is the flame. So the next time you fall, don't ask why me, ask what is this teaching me? Because every stumble is a step forward, if you choose to learn. In Chapter 7, we'll explore how confidence is contagious, and why surrounding yourself with the right people can elevate everything. Ready to build your confidence circle? Let's go! Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to the channel to watch new videos every day. Chapter 7. Confidence is contagious. The power of your circle. Have you ever felt braver just because someone believed in you? Let's talk about people, not just acquaintances. I mean your circle. The ones you text when life gets hard. The ones who see your potential before you do. Because here's the truth. Confidence is contagious, and your environment matters more than you think. Let me tell you about Lynn. Lynn was a talented dancer, but she never auditioned. She'd watch others perform and whisper, I'm not ready, I'm not good enough, they're better. Until she joined a small dance crew. They weren't famous, they weren't perfect, but they were supportive. Every rehearsal, they cheered her on. Every stumble, they lifted her up. Every performance, they reminded her, you belong here. And slowly, Lynn began to believe it. She auditioned, she got in, she performed, she shined. Have you ever doubted yourself until someone else didn't? Here's the truth. Confidence grows in community. It's watered by encouragement. It's strengthened by support. Think about Serena Williams. She had her sister Venus. Think about Elon Musk. He had mentors who challenged and believed in him. Even the boldest leaders had someone whispering, you've got this. So ask yourself, who lifts me up? Who drains me? Who challenges me to grow? Because your circle isn't just social. It's strategic. Confidence is a team sport, and the people around you are either building you or breaking you. So the next time you feel stuck, don't just look inward, look around. And if you don't have that circle yet, start building it. Be that person for someone else. Create the environment where confidence can thrive. In Chapter 8, we'll explore how confidence becomes identity, and why the most powerful version of you is already waiting to be claimed. Ready to meet your future self? Let's go. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to the channel to watch new videos every day. Chapter 8. Becoming confidence. When it's no longer what you do, but who you are. What if I told you confidence isn't something you wear, it's something you embody? Let's talk about identity. Not your job title, not your social media bio. I mean the deep sense of who you are when no one's watching. Because here's the truth. Confidence isn't just a skill. It's a state of being. Let me tell you about Zara. Zara used to fake confidence. She'd rehearse lines before meetings. She'd mimic body language. She'd smile, even when she felt small. And it worked, kind of. People believed in her, but she didn't believe in herself. Until one day, she had a breakthrough. She was mentoring a younger colleague who said, "I want to be like you. You're so real." That word, real, hit her hard. Because Zara realized confidence isn't about performance. It's about presence. She stopped trying to impress. She started trying to connect. She stopped trying to be perfect. She started being honest. And that changed everything. Have you ever felt like you were acting confident? Here's the truth. Confidence becomes real when it's rooted in authenticity. It's not about being fearless. It's about being unapologetically you. Think about Brené Brown. She built a global movement by talking about vulnerability, not strength, not certainty, but truth. Think about Keanu Reeves. He's quiet, humble, kind, and yet millions admire him, not for bravado, but for integrity. Confidence is not loud. It's a line. It's when your words, actions, and values match. It's when you walk into a room and don't need to prove anything, because you are already enough. So the next time you wonder, how do I become confident? Ask, what would it look like if I stopped trying and started being? Because the most powerful version of you is already inside, waiting to be lived. In Chapter 9, we'll explore how confidence fuels impact and why believing in yourself is the first step to changing the world around you. Ready to lead with courage? Let's go. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to the channel to watch new videos every day. Chapter 9. Confidence creates impact, leading with belief. Have you ever been inspired by someone simply because they believed in themselves? Let's talk about impact, not just influence. I mean the kind of presence that shifts a room, the kind of energy that makes people lean in, the kind of belief that gives others permission to believe too. Because here's the truth, confidence isn't selfish. It's service. Let me tell you about Elijah. Elijah was a youth mentor in a tough neighborhood. He didn't have fancy degrees. He didn't have a big platform. But he had one thing, belief. He believed in his kids. He believed in their potential. He believed in his ability to make a difference. And that belief was contagious. Kids who were failing started showing up. Kids who were angry started opening up. Kids who were lost started leading. Why? Because Elijah didn't just teach confidence. He embodied it. Have you ever held back your light, afraid it might be too much? Here's the truth. Your confidence isn't just for you. It's for everyone you touch. Think about Malala Yousafzai. She stood up for education after being shot. Her courage sparked a global movement. Think about Chadwick Boseman. He battled cancer silently while filming roles that empowered millions. His quiet strength became a legacy. Confidence creates impact, not through perfection, through presence. It's saying, I believe in this, I believe in me, and I believe in you. So the next time you hesitate to speak, lead, or shine, ask yourself, what if my courage unlocks someone else? Because when you lead with belief, you don't just change your life, you change the world. In Chapter 10, we'll bring it all together and explore how confidence becomes a lifelong practice, a mindset, and a way of being, ready to live boldly every single day. Let's finish strong. Chapter 10, The Confidence Lifestyle, Living Boldly Every Single Day. What if I told you confidence isn't a destination, it's a daily decision? Let's talk about lifestyle, not fashion, not routines. I mean the way you show up in the world, the way you speak, the way you move, the way you choose. Because here's the truth. Confidence isn't something you turn on for big moments. It's something you carry into every moment. Let me tell you about Min. Min used to think confidence was for extroverts, for speakers, for leaders. He worked hard. He was kind, but he stayed quiet in meetings, in relationships, in life. Until one day, he asked himself, what would happen if I stopped hiding? So Min made a shift. He didn't change overnight. He changed daily. He started speaking up in meetings. He began saying "KaKenSu" when complimented instead of deflecting. He looked people in the eye. He walked with intention. And slowly, confidence became his default, not because he was louder, but because he was clearer. Have you ever waited for a big moment to feel ready? Here's the truth. Confidence isn't built in the spotlight. It's built in the shadows, in the small choices, in the quiet courage. Think about Michelle Obama. She didn't just become confident as First Lady. She built it through years of showing up, speaking truth, and standing tall. Think about you. Every time you choose to speak kindly to yourself, every time you take the leap, every time you honor your voice, you're building a life of confidence. So as we close this journey, I leave you with this. Confidence is not a mask. It's not a performance. It's not a trick. It's a practice. It's a mindset. It's a way of being. And the most powerful version of you already exists, already matters, already belongs. So, Kelvin, what will you dare to do tomorrow with unstoppable confidence?